I just got denied a cashier's job. I have a 4-year bachelor's degree, and I can't get a minimum wage job putting groceries in the bag. Target, okay. Target. What do you mean? I can't work a minimum wage job? I'm in school to get my master's, and I'm unqualified to be a cashier? I need to make money for my master's. If I was not making money doing side shift, which is a job that literally 5-year-olds can do, just working with brands and posting videos, I would literally have no money because jobs will not hire me. This job market is actually cooked.
Peace and blessings to the chosen, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim pushing his truth with sincerity and charity indeed. I'm the brother Yalad, responding to the video from the real, you can call it. Fair use, YouTube. Have to say fair use. This is for educational purposes. And we just gonna start off with Proverbs 4:23. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. And that heart, that word heart, I just grab it. In the exact precept, but it means your mind. All right, keep your mind. All right, keep your head cool, calm, collected. Right, because a lot of these things, bro, they will make you crash out, man. You think you planned for something, you tried and applied, and then you got denied. Yeah, you tried and applied, and then access denied. You know what I'm saying? You do things and you plan and it don't go according to plan. You spend all this money just for things not to work. These are the things that will make you crash out. It'll make you lose your head. Strong's Hebrew 38:20 says the inner man, the mind, the will, the heart, the understanding, the inner part, the miss. So, but it goes into the mind. It says lob. Right? Lob. And why is that? Because no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, on this side, if it ain't serving the Lord, it's vanity at this point. Ecclesiastes 1:14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. And why is this a vexation of spirit? Why is it an irritation of your spirit? Why is this an agitation, a thing that upsets you and makes you frustrated? Why is it vanity? Why everything done under the sun meaningless, wasteful? Why does it never amount to anything? Right? That will make you crash out. Now, granted, you still have to try. You still have to put yourself out there. You still have to work. You still have to do the things that you need to do to take care of you. Because why? 2 Thessalonians 3:10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. Right? So that's not an excuse to, it's pointless anyway, it's vain. I'm just going to go on the street and hold up a cardboard sign. No, because what is the life of a beggar? It's better to die than to beg, the scriptures say. In Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, it says in chapter 40, verse 28, my son, lead not a beggar's life, for it is better to die than to beg. The life of him that depended on another man's table is not to be counted for a life. For he polluted himself with other men's meat, but a wise man well nurtured will beware thereof. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless, but in his belly shall burn a fire. So, despite everything being meaningless, and no matter how much you try, no matter how hard you apply yourself, granted, we encourage you, go ahead. Get a trade, go to trade school. If you could become an electrician, become one. If you can do this, but put the Lord first in all your doings. Put the Lord first, right? Don't let the first thing you do when you wake up is to be opening up the school book. Have you prayed first? Have you thanked the Lord for waking up? And then apply yourself. It's a priority. The scripture says, He is first. And by first meaning putting him first above all things. Right? And I'm one to say that because this video it got to me personally very much. Because I'm a person who's been to this college, that college, I've been to this program, this academy, that academy. I've tried and applied and access denied, and many times and much failures. It had humbled me. And it put a spirit of humility upon me to know that no matter what you do, it doesn't matter, and another instance is that the race is not to the swift. Yep, that's a perfect one to understand the situation. Ecclesiastes 9:11. I return to Saul and the son that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to the men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all. So time and chance, that's exactly what that is. And that's why they say you want to make the Lord laugh, make plans. Because time and chance is what happens to everybody. And when he makes it rain on the good and the just, that rain can be bad and it can also be good. And that is also why everything is pretty much meaningless. I'm not saying don't try. I'm not saying stop trying. But the point being is that just because you're strong don't mean that you're going to win. Just because you Goliath doesn't mean that you're going to win every battle. Eventually, you're going to run into David. You may win 10 battles and you lose the one. In that one battle, you lost everything. You lost you lost your head, your life, everything. You might be Usain Bolt fast. What is all that speed if the Lord is not with you? One day you just might lose. You might be the smartest man on earth. What does that have to do with anything if you can't even get a job, bro? Like you can't even get no bread. You can't even you're denied everywhere you go. That is why it's vexing. It irritates and aggravates your spirit to know that you have so much fucking potential. But the world is fucking weighing you down. That is it would make you crash out to know that you have so much ability within you and there's a block. There's some kind of force field that will never let you get any further than a certain point. So, and then I said that Ecclesiastes scripture also to just get you in the mind that, in these latter times when ish hit the fan, when the grid is down, when all hell breaks loose, it's not the people that were prepping for the end that's gonna make it either. You could be a doomsday prepper. You could be in your bunker. You can be in into all of these survivalists, herbalists, naturalists thing. None of it matters if the Lord is not with you. It doesn't matter. You gonna sit up there and collect all these goods just so you can die and somebody else gonna get it. And this is something we should think about to keep our mind cool. 1 Timothy 6:8, and having food and raiment, let us be there with content. So if the Lord bless us just enough to have the things that we need and just to get by to an extent, like we should be grateful on that note. Just grateful on that part. Because even what they say, if you be rich or poor, I'm going to get it. Sirach 26:4. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. So despite all the, and I'm talking as a person from experience, despite all the failures and humiliation that we go through on a day-to-day basis, we come back to the reality that, man, it could be worse. Man, the Lord did bless. Man, that probably was a blessing in disguise. It's probably a good thing that I didn't get that promotion. It's probably a good thing I didn't get that job. It's probably a good thing I didn't get to go on that trip or go to so and so. Because you don't see the dangers behind everything. You don't. A lot of times when the door is closed, it could be for your protection, because everybody that's closed behind that door might be getting set up to perish. You know? You have to look at the bright side of things and do things that's good for your mind. Because if you let if you let that stress kill you, and it will, trust me, I know, I've seen it done to people. I can't tell you exactly how. In fact, matter of fact, even on that note of the reel that I showed you, the video, I know people who've went to college, who have bachelor's degrees and or master's degrees, and they're doing horrible. They're living on Section 8. They're begging everybody for money that goes past. And they have lucrative degrees. They have degrees where they can go earn six figures. But because they're not getting hired, this is why I brought out the Ecclesiastes scriptures, I believe it's 9:11, that no matter how smart you are, no matter how qualified you are, no matter what, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't. It fucking doesn't. Nevertheless, you got to keep trying. You got to keep applying yourself. You got to keep doing what you can do. You know, feed yourself, do, and give praise to the Lord first and foremost. And be thankful unto the Lord. And then, before you try anything, ask the Lord, hey, guide and direct my way in truth. Right? That's the scripture right there. Lord, is you going to be with me on this promotion? Lord, should I go do this? Lord, should I go do that? Sirach 37:15. And above all this, pray to the Most High Yahweh, that he will direct thy way in truth. That's what you do before you do anything. And once again, we do encourage Jake to go to trade school. We discourage Jake from going to college, because college is a flop. College will get you in a ton of debt that you can never get out of, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But we do encourage trade school. I wanted to say that again. You know, an electrician, carpenter, whatever. Hey, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, was a carpenter. Some of the apostles were fishermen. That's a trade, right? And you could become a plumber. That's great. That's great. Get a trade. Get one. If you could take a course that'll get you something in some field of training that'll get you more bread in you, absolutely. Absolutely. But above all, what? Pray to the Most High Yahweh that he will direct our way in truth. Nevertheless, I know I kind of ranted here because it's a thing that I've experienced on a personal level, to know that I'm beyond qualified for this promotion or for this thing or for that, and the door is closed because of nepotism, because you want to let some excuse my American, some dickhead into the position because that's your friend or your frat buddy from the same fraternity, but he's never been qualified for it. I've seen these things and it is infuriating. And it is enough to make you crash out. Satan wants you to crash out. Satan wants you to flip. And these people, man, that's what they want to see. Don't give them what they want to see. Fuck them. Excuse my American. Fuck them. Fuck all these motherfuckers. Fuck them. Fuck them all the way to the deepest of fuck. And excuse my American, but Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I'm signing out. Shalom.